Yeah, we definitely have a stretch of weather that's going to feel more like probably the end of August, maybe even the middle of August here for the next 5 days, potentially maybe a little longer. If you're thinking if it's not record-setting heat. We're supposed to be, at this point, records are in the mid-90s, so not quite as warm there. But overall, here's your high temperatures. You look just to the west in the Dakotas, Bismarck, all those areas are in the 80s right now. High temperatures were in the 80s today. And really, it's all the west right now that's heating up the Intermountain West because they got a storm system that's heading out to the west coast. So all that's going to be heading our direction eventually, too, as the jet continues to push well to the north right now. So for the whole part of the U.S., besides the west coast, it's going to be a warm stretch. We also picked up a little moisture, all that to the west. So dew points have come up to near the low 60s. So not oppressive by summer standards, but definitely higher than we've had lately. And for this time of year, it's getting a little bit humid out there. You can definitely feel it today. That's also going to stick around during the weekend, too. So those combined. Now, that also has added in some fog development we had this morning, low clouds. Overall, the evening is going to be fairly quiet. We will start picking up these areas of just low clouds or fog eventually later in the night, and it'll become more expansive, especially north of Rusk County up in that area. They do have a dense fog advisory towards far northern Wisconsin. As you wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be pockets of fog. If you don't have it, it'll be fine outside, but if you happen to go through some of these pockets, it could go down to about a half-mile visibility for a couple hours, too, especially near areas of water. As we go throughout the morning, you can see it by 5, 6 expands. The time it'll start improving probably won't be until about 8, but even at 6, you can see the expansion. This is actually picking up areas of fog out there right there at that point. Probably the expansion will be about 7, and then it'll begin to thin out after that time frame. Now, overall, tomorrow we'll lose those clouds, those low clouds, and we'll pick up a little bit of high clouds pushing across the area. But that's just high clouds, plenty of sunshine to go in the afternoon time frame. So overnight temperatures tonight a little bit cooler just because we're starting off with less clouds, at least in the evening hours. So our temperatures are going to fall back. Coldest spots maybe in the mid 40s. Most other places in the low 50s, which is pretty close to where we should be this time of year. And then Thursday, once we get rid of it, we should get upper 70s, and a few spots could push 82 as the winds begin to turn around to the south-southeast. Friday, even better, less opportunity fog in the morning. We should get close to into the 80s or low 80s. And Saturday, pretty much even warmer, mid 80s potentially, and the dew point this time could actually get in the low to mid 60s, so almost a little sticky by early September standards here for Saturday going into Sunday. And you look at Sunday, not much difference. 80s all the way up to Fargo. You can see 90s down to Des Moines, so still warm, but it gets a little bit unsettled next week because we have a series of lows that'll be coming through. So chances will come up for precipitation as we go throughout next week, but yet it's probably going to be midweek till we see decent chances and a slow decrease in the temperatures. So this mild warm stretch likely to continue through at least the first half of next week. But this weekend, especially Saturday, 86, and that dew point could be maybe 64. So a little sticky for my standards for early September, but definitely break out the summer stuff for now, and you know, you'll have to put it away eventually here too soon.
The flip-flopping continues.
Exactly.
Thank you, Greg.